Good afternoon everyone, and welcome back to the channel, Alan on Tour. I was just going to cover a comment I received recently was how did Thailand or moving to Thailand change your life? So I thought I'd give it some thought, and I'm going to give you 5 heading of how Thailand has changed my life.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart rate.
Number 1, it wasn't too much planning involved with me coming here. Obviously I had the idea of coming to Thailand and staying in Thailand. But I was working, I went on a holiday, and I went to Turkey actually, and I carried on from there. I was still employed at the time, and I just got another ticket to come to Bangkok, and I haven't returned since. Must admit, it was not so much an impulse. There was a slight bit of planning there. It was in the back of my head to stay out of the country. After working constantly for as many years as I can remember, working became very tiring. The day-to-day getting up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, going do a day's work, and then coming back and getting taxed to the hilt was very unappealing to me, so I had to do something about it. And once I got into Thailand and applied for my visa, got a retirement visa here, the way of life is so much better. The quality of life is so much better. Everything is relaxed, there is no rushing. I am on now Thai time, which means anything within the hour stated. So if you make arrangements to meet someone at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if you're meeting them at 3:59, it's still 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so everything's laid back, relaxed. Thai people are very, very chilled. They don't get excited over anything. And back in the UK, everyone is so stressed. If you get up 5 minutes late after your alarm has gone off, it puts your day out. You are so stressed, you're on edge all the time. Well, coming here was a complete opposite of what I had been experiencing for many, many years. So it was a welcomed retreat to wake up in the morning and then think, what have I got to do today except let's have breakfast, and shall I go on the beach, or shall I go sightseeing, or what shall I do? It is a complete reversal of the Western way of life. Moving to Thailand has definitely made me a lot calmer. The general air and pace of life here is slower, therefore you're getting a better quality of life. And with the calmness of living here, I'm completely out the rat race of London, going into London every day for work. It's completely chilled me out. Laid back, horizontal, where I used to be so highly stressed all the time with responsibilities, cost sheets, spreadsheets. It was really playing head games. So after a certain amount of years working, time came for me to pack it all in and say enough's enough. It's time for me to start enjoying life for me, not working my whole life for someone else. So moving here into Thailand has forced me into slowing down and being more relaxed, enjoying each day as it comes and not being stressed out. It's also taught me how to be patient with people. In the past, when I was stressed out at work back in the UK, patience was not my best virtue, but now patience is an everyday occurrence. Thais do not rush anything. It takes time. Whatever time it takes, it will take that time. So patience, from a patient point of view, I've really chilled right the way back to horizontal. Myself, I feel a lot calmer. I'm more relaxed. I don't overthink things too much now. So from that perspective, can only be a positive. Got an inner peace of living here, so everything is less stressful. Another thing that really changed my life here coming into Thailand was letting go of possessions. Back in the UK, you're expected to have a car, you're expected to have motorbikes, you want a big house, you've got to have holidays, it's all expensive nonsense. Coming here, getting rid of all my possessions, material objects, is a huge weight off my shoulders. I live very minimalistic now. I've got my condo upstairs, and the only thing I've really bought that I have to care for is a fish tank and some tropical fish, which is calming in itself. To declutter yourself without all these material objects around is a huge benefit I've found. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't have to pay your installments every month. It is completely unloaded, and therefore you're less worrying about how much you've got to earn to pay for X, Y, and Z. It really did free me. It gave me a sense of freedom, which not many people in the UK can say they've obtained or got. Possessions that you've got today, will you still have in 10 years' time? Just think about it. I don't think many of your possessions you will have in 10 years' time. They will be gone, they will be forgotten, and the money you spent onto them is a waste. When I started decluttering back in the UK and I was selling items on various websites and even giving away to charity shops, I was feeling a lot better with every action, everything that left my possession. I was giving away things that I'd stored for years. I had one suitcase. I've still got a few possessions in the UK that are stored away, but overall everything I owned or did own, I've given away, sold, and I'm living in a modest condominium here. This is the swimming pool for the communal swimming pool. So life has automatically, the quality of life has got 100% better. The minimalistic, simple life makes me more happy than buying, spending, and then putting it aside, using it a few times, and then bringing it out of the cupboard to say, this is what I've got. Let's say, getting rid of all those possessions, those useless possessions that I accumulated over the years, has freed me up from a cluttered lifestyle. Learning about the culture. I've always been interested in Eastern philosophy and culture, and here the culture is very similar to what I used to look at, ancient Japanese culture, but here the culture is a little bit more subtle. They have got all their mystic ways. It is their food, the way they live. Buddhism is a major factor here. It's a very peaceful, very loving religion here that everyone basically follows. Saying it's a religion, it's more of a way of life. It's got karma with it. You're duty bound to be good, to give good karma. There is no hatefulness in Buddhism, and the culture is thriving on that. So one of the main reasons of living here, basing myself here, is experiencing the culture. The culture is wonderful. It is unique, and I really enjoy the Thai culture and the Thai people. As I say, the people here are friendly, they're warm, and being around them every day certainly rubs off and I've become more approachable, friendly in my manner, unlike when I was in the UK, where it is a very hostile environment and you seem to be on your guard, on a back foot at all times. So living in Thailand has now quenched that harshness, and I'm a better person for it. And I've been invited to some intimate gatherings, parties, barbecues, etc. And being a part of that social scene is really enjoyable, and one of the, or a major player in Thai living. Out of my comfort zone, coming into Thailand, not speaking the language, not understanding the culture, has pushed me into situations where, although I'm open to anyone's culture, I'm learning every day something new, a new aspect on the way the Thais live and their philosophy of life. And being pushed outside my comfort zone is sometimes quite exciting. I do relish the challenge. So, as I say previously, I am starting to learn Thai now in school, back at school. It's a bit challenging for me. All my academic years are long gone. Learning is a little bit more difficult nowadays, but I will pick up the chalice and take the challenge face on. As I say, living in Thailand, every day you're forced to learn something. A word or a street sign. I can't read Thai, but being forced into these situations on a daily basis is energy enough to make you want to stay here. And another great thing that moving here has brightened my life up is that you never know what's happening on a day-to-day basis. I wake up in the morning, I don't plan anything. Wake up in the morning, you know it's going to be sunny, you know it's going to be hot, so you put some shorts and flip-flops on and you go to the gym or to the pool, and you take the day as it comes. Every day is an adventure. The unexpected happens. You may go down a road to the shops and something's happened. It's a constant changing of events here. So that also makes it very exciting. I say, going down to the shops to buy some water, a drink, or some groceries. Not all Thais speak English, and it's a challenge. It's the unexpected. You're back to hand signals and communicating pigeon style to get what you want. This is what makes it so enjoyable. And one of the things that I really enjoy now is not knowing what's next. When I was in the UK working, every minute of the day is planned. You know what meetings you're going to, you've got to be there at a certain time. Here, it's on a ad hoc basis. Whatever happens. You have to deal with it. This is the unexpected. The cultural, the language, even driving. I drive every day on the roads, and every day is a challenge. Unexpected things happen on the roads here, especially in town. It is completely an unknown experience on a day-to-day basis. I mean, as a for instance, you can go down the road, you can come out of the city, you can go down the road, you can get lost. Once you're in the countryside here, very few people talk English. So you're left to your wits to sort yourself out, find your way back on the correct road back to home. But every day is another day. You don't have to rush. You can do it in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. There is no time limit here. As they say, Thai time is Thai time. So being pushed daily to experience new experiences is so refreshing. It's not a chore. Back home, I'm sure I would have felt it would have been a chore, but here it's refreshing. You take the challenge, face on, you adapt, and you overcome, and you accommodate all these challenges on a day-to-day basis. So those are the major things that I could think of off the top of my head coming here to live in Thailand. Obviously there's other things, but they are the major ones that I thought of straight away.